Ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to be here with Dr. Richard Bandler at the seminars in Orlando, and I'm even more delighted to announce that we are bringing Dr. Bandler and the NLP seminars back to London in October this year with a brand new company that's going to be managing the events and moving forward from there for the foreseeable future. So Richard, it's a pleasure as always. Thank you for giving us your time.
You bet.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How excited are you about coming back to London?
I'm super excited about going back to London. That COVID has created a grand pause, and I've been going to London 2, 3, and sometimes 4 and 5 times a year for well over 2 decades. And originally, I went and worked for Paul McKenna seminars and McKenna Breen seminars and Paul McKenna seminars and NLP life training seminars. And this feels like a brand new start. That as COVID goes away and we can all come back and learn together, I think it's a great thing. And I've missed London because London is the seat of international seminars where here people come from all over the world, but in London, people come from New Zealand and South Africa and all over the place. And I think that's a great thing from people with different cultures get together and all have the same purpose, which is learn to be a better communicator. And practitioner seminars teach people to communicate better and to help people to make changes in their life on purpose. So that, people get over fears and get through things and get to things, which to me are the major categories. You're either getting through something, you're getting to something, or you're getting over something. And it's getting to things. And now we're getting to go to London.
Brilliant. Yep. And you mentioned COVID. It's been a rough 2 years for many people for lots of reasons. Obviously, I'm a huge NLP convert and fan. NLP is brilliant at the best of times, but how's NLP going to help right now as we come out of that 2-year grand pause?
Well, they're always telling us that we all have to pivot, but they never tell us how to do that. And I've noticed that the level of paranoia on the planet has gone way up. That getting over fears is always something that we've been good at. And, this invisible imaginary thing that, our governments have told us the truth and then lied to us and told us the truth and lied to us. And it's hard to know where we're safe. People look at each other suspiciously. And we have to get to the point where we're a community on Earth again. And connecting people together is one of the great skills that NLP has, learning to read people better and learning to verify facts. Because the internet spews us out with facts, and the news is designed to, report the worst of things. And not everybody in the government is a scientist, and most of the scientists don't even agree upon things. And that's the point where you have to make your own decisions and decide how you're going to live your life. All you get on this planet is X amount of time, and you're either running away from or moving towards things. And people have got way too much I'm running away from and not enough moving towards. And now it's time for us all to pivot back and become part of the community of planet Earth.
Fantastic. So when we come back in October this year, we're going to start with a practitioner program. Next year, we'll be moving back to practitioners, master practitioners, and other programs as well. What can people expect to learn and experience by training with you to do the practitioner in NLP?
Well, the practitioner course is designed to teach people the best of what we have now in NLP. It's not a historical study of NLP that, people are always going, but what about this technique I learned in 1966? And I'm going, we don't do that anymore. We take the best of the technology that we have and give it to people so that they can communicate better with the people they know, the people that are in people helping professions. And to me, that includes sales, management. We get a lot of psychotherapists, of course, and, a lot of psychologists, a lot of coaches, because, they all have great philosophies, but they don't have great technology. What I created in the 52 years I've been doing this, started out with John Grinder, creating verbal techniques that got us to ask better questions and communication techniques and techniques to get over phobias. And I have continued to build a technology of mind so that you can choose what you're believing, so that you can make decisions, you can overcome fears. And, in the courses, we always used to bring in snakes and spiders that people were afraid of and show them that 20 minutes later they weren't. The purpose of that is so that people can discover your limitations are based on what you believe and what you do. You change what you believe, you change how you think, it changes how you feel, and there it changes what you're entirely capable of doing. Your life can be way better, and this is not the time to wait.
Fantastic. So we've just spent 3 weeks in Orlando training a couple of hundred students in various things.
I've been here.
Yeah, you've obviously trained thousands of people over the years.
Thousands?
Yeah, if not
I think
more.
it's way bigger than that. 52 years, I've been all over the planet,
So you've trained all those people. You've seen the way that NLP has impacted their lives. How does NLP impact people's lives, both personally and professionally?
Well, the NLP, in a nutshell, is about personal freedom. Once the chains are not made out of metals or somebody putting a gun to your head or threatening to put you in a gulag or something, there's a point at which what holds people back is what they believe, what they think. And getting control of your mental ability to make pictures and what the pictures are and how big they are and how close they are and whether you feel something and how strongly you feel it and when you feel it. If you can take your confidence that you have with your goldfish and put it in front of your sales team so that you can make a presentation, you can become a better person. This is called neurological control. And neurological control produces personal freedom. And above and beyond everything else, you should be able to relax really deeply when you want, and you should become excited when it's appropriate. And a lot of people have trouble mastering their feelings because they try to change them at the wrong time. And don't wait till it's too late. Plan. We teach people how to think better, therefore they end up living better. And people who are in the business of helping other people or employing other people, the more efficient you get those people, the more your profit line goes up. That we have a lot of businesses that use NLP for all kinds of training. The government uses it, the military uses it, everybody uses it now. I see it in training manuals from companies I've never even heard of. It's become a big thing. When I started out, there was just a small number of us that knew about it, but it worked so well, it became what we would now call viral, right? But it didn't do it by the internet. It did it face-to-face, person by person, because that's the way people really change, face-to-face. I know this internet thing is great, but it doesn't do everything.
Fantastic. Richard, thank you so much for your time. I can't wait to see you back in London.
I can't wait to see me back in London either.
And ladies and gentlemen, we look forward to seeing you in London in October.
Be there.